Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I know this light is horrible. I'm gonna start out like that. But I have you guys set up in a weird thing because I was at my desk working. And I have all of my calendars for the rest of the year. And I noticed that I probably won't have enough videos for the year. So I was sitting here coming up with more videos, and then I just started back working because I got tired of doing YouTube. So today I'm going to talk about how to handle a rude boss. But before I get started, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. All of those good things. Also, if you guys have any more video ideas, put them in the comment section below. If you guys don't know, I am a life hack YouTuber. Anything that's going to make your life better, I talk about it. Anything that is going to destroy your life, I talk about it. Anywhere from relationships to budgeting to just showing our products to your jobs to doing story times. I do anything. Just let me know in the comment section below. And if you are already a member of my YouTube channel, I greatly appreciate it. If this is your first time, make sure you go back and catch up on all my other videos. I do have new subscribers though. I think that's it. I have to start back getting in the groove of recording and editing and all of those things. Because I've been slacking because I've been taking care of my health issues. Um and also I do have a blog website you guys can go check out if you missed any of these videos and you just want to read up on the video that you missed. You can always check out my blog channel, which is always in the description box with all of my social medias as well. But since that's out the way, let's go ahead and get started. I know all of us have dealt with a rude boss before. That boss could be so rude to people to the fact that you either want to quit or you want to just tell that boss how you feel. But all in the same sense, you don't want to lose your job. Hopefully this video can help you on how to handle a rude boss. Starting with, make sure he is rude or he just having a bad day. Observe them for a few days. Like, if you first get there and that boss is like super rude to you and then you don't know why, stay a week. Within that week, and let's just say 4 out of 7 days, if that boss is still constantly rude to you or he say something to you that you don't like and you just want to sit down and have a conversation with that boss and he still seem or she still seem like she's rude to you, then that's when you follow the necessary steps you need to follow. Understand or identify your boss motivation, what they do, what they care about. They usually give them the insight or give you the insight of how their management style is. Sometimes people are rude during training, so they think it's the right thing to do. So when they become manager, and I do have a video coming up on tips of becoming a manager, but when you become a manager, it just depends on how you've been trained to be a manager of a store or a manager of a business. So sometimes necessarily, if you feel like you don't like that manager, sometimes you have to tell that manager, hey, can you calm it down? Hey, why you so mean to me? I see you treat me different than other people. Just have a conversation with them. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you after that conversation what you need to do. But sometimes you can't let the way that rude boss is affect the way you work, especially if you don't have another option into another job. Stay on good terms with other leaders like team leads and assistant managers, stay on good terms with them, because sometimes you need them to back up your story when you go to the CEO, or if you go to somebody else of their store. Um, Make sure you're doing your part of your work when you go to talk to them, or when you go to express how you feel about a certain situation. Sometimes the boss can be mean to you because they see you're slacking work. But if you have one day where you just don't feel good, and then you say, I still have to go to work, but you have to keep in mind, um, don't let the way you feel affect the way that you work, because you never know when your last day is. Um, and get things done before they even have a chance to approach you. Stay ahead of the game. Never let anyone take you off your game. Just get things done without them telling you how to do it. Or if they told you how to do it when you were first hired and you just kind of sort of forget, sometimes it's best to ask your coworkers instead of going straight to the manager. Because sometimes the manager gets tired of repeating themselves, and then if you're the type of person like me, I hate for anybody to repeat themselves over and over and over, especially when you tell me something to do. You show me one time how to do it, walk away. Let me figure it. I want you to show me one time how to do something, and then I also want you to show me that you trust me to do it on my own. So just don't sit there and say, hey, do it this way, and then you instead sitting there watching me over my shoulder telling me what to do. Sometimes that can make you real aggravated, but you also have to look at get the boss and tell them, look, this is the way that I learn the most. Sometimes don't let them constantly tell you what to do, because sometimes a manager get to the point to where they constantly have to tell you what to do. They start to get rude and mean to you. When they start to get rude and mean to you, that means they on the verge of firing you. But you also have to have a place of setting boundaries. Um, just like I said, if you have a manager who is kind of nosy per se. When I say nosy, they want to know what you're doing on the weekend. They want to know how you doing in a relationship. They want to know everything that is besides work. That's when you have to step up and say, hey, this is not right. I need to start setting boundaries, because it's things I will and will not talk about at work. Let them know. Don't be so shy when it comes to you making your money. If you don't want them people in your business, tell them, I'd rather not talk about that. You ain't gotta be so rude. Just be honest. I'd rather not talk about it. Um, but you also, just because they're a manager, sometimes you can't expect for them or assume they know everything about that job or that business. Um, Basically, you think they know everything. Cause sometimes when people get in the management position, they was put in their management position because the head boss don't want to go outside the business to find other people to become manager. So they try to hire people who is already working for the company, and sometimes the people they hire are people who's doing a good job, but not necessarily people who have been trained 100%. So you can't expect or assume a manager to know everything. Now give them a day or two to figure it out. To let them know, hey, I need to know how you do this. Give them a day or two. Um, they usually can help you out then. Just don't say, hey, you supposed to know this and all this. If you go rude to them, 100% they have the right to be rude to you. Um, like I said, sometimes you have to make decisions on your own. Don't constantly ask them how to do something. And when you have an issue, don't go to your boss, I need help with this every time you have an issue. Because they're going to soon think, why did we hire her? You get what I'm saying? Don't do that all the time. Um, Another thing is, sometimes you have to act like a leader. I know some of us, we're not managers, but sometimes you have to act like leaders. I know if you work in Dollar General or Dollar Tree, you will sometimes, probably 85% of the time, be in that store by yourself. You won't have a manager. So you have to get to the point of knowing like what you need to do um without your manager being there. If you fill out an application, they gon' some of the questions gonna center around you knowing what you need to do if you didn't have a manager. So just be mindful of that. Anytime you go get a job and you have like probably 3 to 5 days of training, ask them people everything. Cause when you get on the floor or when you get into the business, then they expect for you to know the aspects of your job. So just yeah. Um like I said, know what makes your boss tick and don't constantly do it. Sometimes a boss is basically a normal person. They have issues. They tell you not to bring your issues to work, but sometimes they bring their issues to work, and you sometimes a boss just have a bad day. They are not always mean. It just sometimes they have bad days. Now if you went through all of this and your manager is still mean, then that means you need to go higher up. When you go higher up and they don't do nothing about it, that's when you need to step up. And especially if you don't have a job with a union, that's when you need to step up and find you another job. Now I'm not telling you to quit that job before you have another one, but be take steps to find another job. And then when you find another job, go to an interview, and then you get that job. You start working that job, but also put in a 2 week notification that you gonna resign, and you got another job, and let them people know why you resigning. So that's my advice on how to handle a rude boss. Sometimes you just have to step up and do things on your own, because if your manager have more than one day of being rude, then that's just their kind of management style. But anyway, I have a video coming out talking about management styles. I don't know yet, but if I do, let me know some management styles you guys really want to know about, and then we'll just move on from there. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video with me so far. This video has come to an end. Like I said, if you guys want to put some topics in the comment section below, make sure you go ahead and do that. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.